Good day, viewers. So you guys may probably wondering why I was playing that music before. So popular songwriting singer Billy Withers has just passed during the making of this video. So I wanted to just take that minute to play one of his popular songs, "Lean on Me." Um, yeah. So today I'll be presenting. My name is Steve Royal. I'm a bachelor in computer science student at the University of Technology, Jamaica, and I was assigned coursework from one of my course, advanced programming. So this course is basically, it's a programming course that they teach us the advanced concepts of programming for the working world. We were assigned a um, we were assigned a task of creating a self-checked out service for a customer of cups. So this will be the company that we're creating the apps for, cups, uplifting people. So it's cups, a local coffee shop that provide a relaxing getaway in the middle of the city for a disabled community. So they basically wanted us to create a system, and they provided the overall system requirement. So as you can see, the first requirement is a store manager. As a store manager, I should be able to add a new menu item to be ordered by a customer. Each menu item has a name, a category. These categories are beverage, snack, and daily surprise. We also have stock quantity, cost, and a system-generated ID. Photos and photos of American Cyanide. But today, this was basically a bonus. This was basically a bonus part that we may or may not include in our project. We choose not to include it in this version, but we should definitely implement it for version 2 of the app. And it also say that as a store manager, I should be able to access all this of many items and access all media. So I'll go, I'll basically demonstrate each part of the app based on the requirement starting from 1. So as requirement 1 said, we should be able to add a new menu item. So to do this, we'll want to log into our app as a manager. There's two applications that combine to provide this service. It's an app, mobile app for the customers to do their self checking out, and a web app for the manager to manage the inventory and so on. So we'll sign in on the managers and the web app manager side to do a new menu item. So we'll start by entering either the username and login, which will be working with John Brown. John Brown is a default admin manager login. So we might want to enter the password. As you can see, both username and password are stored, so I'll just go ahead and log in with that. Upon logging in, you'll be redirected to the dashboard, where you can then go to different menu such as inventory, orders, menu categories, and menu. So we could go straight to menu, where you see that there's no menu, but we have the option of adding a new menu. If we were supposed to click new menu and click to add a new menu and click category, realize that there's no menu category, given that the system was just set up, and we'll have to add our own menu category. If you recall, in the requirement, it's shown that we should have 3 categories: beverage, snack, and daily surprise. So what we can do is go ahead and add these 3 categories from the manager or web app. So we go to menu categories, other category. As you can see, I was doing this before, so I'll just go ahead and use one of the previous data. So for the name, we choose beverage, and we can choose the image for this. So we go to design, categories, and we choose beverage. So it's, as you can see now, that was just an image of a cup. And now it's a PNG, so the background is transparent. So add a black background to get the image to pop. Next, we might want to add a next category item for snack. So snack, choose a file, and we choose our image. Right there, you can see that we have a snack image. We're going to add the next one for daily surprise. I think it's just a box with, yeah. So menu categories are set up. We can now go ahead and add a new menu item. Add menu. We start by adding Arizona, since it's the top of our previous use list. Select category. As you can see, that the category list is now populated with the values we have just, with the many items many categories we have just created before. So we can go ahead and select beverage, the unit price. We'll say, let's sell this for $100, and then we choose the image. Category, design, menus, Arizona, and we have it. As you see, we now have a new menu item called Arizona. It's a part of the beverage category and has a unit cost of $100 and a photo. And right here we see visible to customer. So this feature was implemented. It was a bonus feature, or not really a bonus feature, but it was necessary as part of the implementation. We wanted to give the manager a feature of removing the menu item, but there was some restriction on that end because of the constraint that a menu item can play, the constraint of a menu item in a database if it was ordered before. So we provided the option of hiding the item instead of deleting. So now that there's no order in the database, so the Arizona item has never been ordered, we can delete it without any problem. But in the case that this item was ordered by a customer in the past, the only option that would be available for the manager would be to hide the item from customer. So after hiding the item will no longer be visible to the customer, right? I'll go ahead and create a next some more menu item and then get back to you. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and create some menu items, and these are the menu items we have: Arizona, Sprite, burger, patty, coffee, and KFC bucket for daily special. So you can see we have going and use all the different categories. So you're seeing them in use. We'll hide all of these menu items until later. So yeah. After creating all these menu items, there's a need for us to adjust the inventory for them. So upon adding a menu item, the inventory is set to 0 quantity on, so we might need to adjust that, or it will show in the app out of stock to the customer. But what I'll do is adjust majority of them and leave like 1 or 2 for you to see the out of stock in use. So we'll then go over to the inventory menu, and we will see all the items. We can click adjust, and on adjust we have the option of going up or down, or the minimum 0, or the retention limit. The retention limit is calculated by the amount of item that have been ordered, for the amount of order that the amount of order this item has received from past orders. So if, say for instance, that a customer has ordered 5 Arizona and has confirmed that order, so that order has been confirmed and cannot be changed, well, the retention limit would have been 5. So this will no longer be 0 and cannot go any lower than 5, because 5 person have already, basically 5 Arizona have been reserved for that customer. We'll see this a little more later on in the demonstration, but we'll go ahead and set a number for quantity and on. So we'll set about 15. So you're not seeing the changes reflect. We might need to do a refresh. So as you can see, that we're now seeing 15 right there. We'll go ahead and adjust these ones really quick. Well, I was gonna leave one of these at 0. Alright, so we have covered majority of the requirement that was provided to us for the manager. So we were able to add a menu item with the categories being beverage, snack, and daily supplies. We should be able to access a list of all menu items, which we can right here. We should be able to update the stock of menu item, which we can by going to inventory and clicking adjust. That's what we just did. We then need to be able to update the cost of a menu item. So we can update the cost. Say we no longer want to sell Arizona for $100, we can go ahead and change the cost to 90. And as you can see, Arizona is now selling for $90. As a manager, I should be able to remove a menu item from the system. So say we no longer wanted to sell Sprite, we can delete Sprite from our menu list, and Sprite was removed successfully. As a store manager, I should be able to did this already. Alright, so we are at the requirement for customers now. As a customer, I should be able to create a self-service account using my first name, last name, and a digital ID. Each account is awarded $500 by default. So a digital ID may be a password, an image, and a voice recording. For this moment, we have keep it, for the simplicity of, we have keep it to just password only. As we say, for a future version, we'll probably implement the whole artificial intelligence features such as image recognition and also voice. So we go ahead and go over to our mobile app to do the customer requirements, such as creating a self-service account. So upon opening the app, this will be the first screen you will get to, the login. But we do not have an account right now, so we go ahead and click sign up. We're then been forward to the sign up page where it's asking for first name, last name, and email. So I'll go ahead and type in mine. So I made a couple mistakes in these just to show the validation of the form. So all validation is done after the sign up button is clicked. It's then push you to the page that the error was found on. So username, password. So sign up. We're now seeing some errors. We can click the red icon below to see get more information on this error. So it's saying last name must be alpha characters only. So we have added a number here by accident, so we're going to remove that. We're also getting an error right here for email that address enter is not valid, not a valid email. We have left out or inserted a dot instead of a at sign. Next, submit this again. We're getting a password validation. Password must contain only alphanumeric and these symbols and have at least one of each. So we can go ahead and view our password. So should be alphanumeric, correct, but we have left out a symbol. As well as a uppercase letter. I know that was not in the validation, but I think that's one of the requirements, the uppercase letter. So we'll go ahead and add that in. So we'll get the next error. We can look at it. Password did not match. That was because the L was after the underscore, not before. We're still getting password does not match because we forget the underscore in this one as well. So as you can see, we got a notification or a successful message showing the account was successfully created. So we can now go ahead and log in. For the username, we can use either the email or password. So we go ahead and use our username, which was SteveRoyal15, and our password as well. As you can see, we have just signed in on our app. You're seeing a default balance right here, but we're not seeing any items. Why are we not seeing any items? This would be because of what we did before on the manager side. We hide all the items. So if we go ahead now and start revealing these items, making them visible to the customer, we should see them in the app. So if we should just swipe to the next page, you can see that the menu items have now loaded in. Wow. So this is a menu tab where we can basically search menu items and filter by category. So we can come to the search menu and search for coffee. You'll see that you'll just get coffee, or we can search burger. You'll get burger. We can also sort by using this category by clicking on this category. So we want all beverage. We get all beverage, snacks, all snacks, and daily surprise, which is also KFC bucket. With that said, we can go ahead and start testing our order system. So as a customer, I wanted to buy Arizona, so I click order. I'm now greeted with this pop-up light menu pop up like options asking me to order, make an order, to add Arizona to our order, but currently I see that we don't have an order, so we can click new order. But first we choose the amount of quantity that we want to add to this order. We'll keep it at 2 and click new order. As you see, it said 2 Arizona was added to order number. We can check this back. Order number 99918. So these order number are randomly generated by the system. So we have an order of 2 Arizona, which you can then view, show invoice to see what's currently on the order. So we have 2 Arizona with a unit price of $90 and the total price being $180 and a bill total of $180. But said we wanted to buy a burger to go with this. We could add this burger to this order by choosing a quantity, but we'll keep it at 1. And then we select the order we wanted to add this burger to, which is 9918. So now if we go back and look, our burger should be on order 9918. We now have the options or actions we can do to this order. We can cancel this order, confirm, or change. Let's check the requirements. So we have done this. We have created a service account using first name, last name, and digital ID, and the account was awarded $500 by default. We then go ahead and see that customer can search for a menu item, as was demonstrated on the menu tab. A customer should be able to make an order for several items. Each order should have my first name and quantity of each item. So we have shown that right here. So first name, quantity of each item, as well as the unit price for these items. Another requirement is a customer should be able to cancel order. So we go ahead and just cancel this order. You get with a dialog. You have with a dialog asking you, are you sure you want to cancel this order? We'll click cancel order. As you can see, you get a next notification message showing the order was cancelled and the status of this order was changed to cancel. The quantity of each item has reduced to 0, making the bill total 0, as well as being cancelled. The next requirement was that as a customer, I should be able to access the details, quantity of each item, unit cost of each item, and the total cost of my order confirmation. That was being done by us clicking the show invoice, where we see the items, the quantity, the unit price, and the total price. Next, we have a customer should be able to confirm their order by providing a digital ID. If a customer should have 3 choices to provide a correct digital ID before the order is cancelled. So we'll go ahead and create a next order for coffee. Now, as you can see, that the order we have just cancelled is not showing in the add to order list. So basically, the add to order list only shows orders that's open, either meaning that action has not done to this order yet. So it's still on the need confirmation stage. So because we don't have an order that need confirmation, we'll have to go ahead and create a new order. So we'll click new order. As you see, a new order was created with the order number 11666. So if you check your order list again, you're seeing a new order with the item coffee on it. So we'll go ahead and add a few more items just to get the bill to a good cost. We'll go ahead and order a patty with this coffee. As you can see, the patty, one patty was added to that order. We can go ahead and check this order out by clicking action and clicking confirm. But before we do this, say I wanted to add a next item to this order, or not add a next item to this order, but change the quantity of items on this order. We could go to the change order, where we'll be greeted with a list of all items on the list, as well as options in removing this item, and are also adjusting the quantity amount that we're ordering. So we'll go ahead and change the quantity amount of the patty to 2 and update this order. So as you can see, the quantity of patty has been changed to 2. We can now go ahead and confirm this order. Are you sure you want to confirm this order? We click confirm order, where we then agree to the next dialog asking us to confirm our ID. So this would be the part where they say that customers should be able to provide a digital ID before confirming their order. If they're provided with 3 chances to confirm their digital ID, which the order would then result in being cancelled if these 3 chances, if the customer has used these 3 chances and provided an incorrect digital ID. So if say I should go here and enter the digital ID incorrect 3 times, providing I made that mistake. So as you can see, there's a counter right here showing the amount of tries you have already done. So we have already done 3 tries. So 1 more should result in the order being cancelled. So if I click verify again, you have greeted with a notification that order was cancelled. That order was cancelled. We'll go ahead and redo this order. So it was 2 patty and 1 coffee. So there's something I wanted to show you. So right here we're seeing that there's only 8 patty leave. So what the system does is it has a baseline quantity that start a countdown like features anytime anytime a menu item quantity reach below 11. So as long as the menu item quantity is above 11, you will get a normal message showing in stock, as you can see for the others. But for the patty, we have just ordered below the threshold, so we are not getting this message that shows only 8 left. So we can now go ahead and confirm this order by entering the correct confirmation digital ID. So you're showing that order was confirmed. As you can see, status has also been changed. And if we to go back to home, the order bill total of $280 was deducted from our $500 balance. So said we wanted to go again and order item, but these item total would have go above our account balance. So for Arizona was added to a new order with a bill total of $360, which as you can clearly see is above our account balance. So if we try to confirm this order, we'll see a message or notification showing that we have insufficient funds to pay for this order, right? And so that order will either have to do one of 2 things. We either have to cancel it, or change the quantity back to an amount that our balance can cover, which I think 2 should be enough. Yes, and then we should be able to confirm this order. Order is confirmed. So now our balance should also went down to $40. So we're seeing that KFC bucket is out of stock. Say that we wanted to adjust this on the manager side, we could go back over to manager, click inventory, adjust KFC bucket, and we could add 5 on. Now if we're back over to the app, you should see this adjust to only 5 left. But we cannot order this item now due to our insufficient funds. So we have demonstrated I guess all the features except number 12. Number 12 was also a bonus feature asked for by the customer or client, but this will also be a next feature reserved for version 2 of the application. So far we have demonstrated both the manager side, which is a web app, and the customer side, which is a mobile app. The customer also have the option of changing their digital ID, which I'll go ahead and do fast. So upon changing your digital ID, you have to confirm with the old digital ID first, which was SteveRoy_15. Now we agree with a message of changing the password. We will just change the sign to a @ sign. So it's still Steve Royal, just @ 15. So if you go ahead now and confirm this password, you will get password will change. If we logged out and try to sign back in with our whole password, which was Steve Royal_15, we should get an incorrect username or password error, which if we then go ahead and change this back to @ sign, we should be able to log in. As you can see, that was successful. So yeah, that's basically an overview of our COPS management system and self checkout system. Yeah, so this app was developed using frameworks, using a programming language called Dart, with another framework that sits on top of this programming language called Flutter that was developed by Google, and the web server was done by Javascript, Node.js, and a framework sits on top of that as Adonis.js. And for the database, we use MySQL to store those information you have seen before. Thank you for your time, your patience, and wish you a peaceful and productive day.